Hello. Hi, everybody. Going live today. It's the 28th, Monday after Christmas. It's a week since the solstice and that amazing event of the raising of the rainbow serpent that we all participated in all over the world. What an incredible experience that was that day. I could feel everybody everywhere participating. All of we who hold the light, all of we who are passionate about the new light coming in to illuminate Mother Earth. And we went out onto the land here. We went up the Tor, which in Glastonbury is our local hotspot where everybody gathers. There were people drumming. There were many groups actually of different paths, but they're all light workers and they're all working with the divine. And whether we were goddess people, God people, Krishna people, Christian people, Muslim people, it's the light, it's the divine light that is being raised right now in all of our hearts, through our hearts, and with our feet on the ground, transmitting it into the earth. And I just felt so driven that day to be in as many places as I could, to connect with as many people, and we did a live that day. So that was the last time we went live. So here we are again, and anyone coming to listen, welcome, welcome, welcome to you. And I'm Sally, and as you know, maybe by now, I am the medium of Chung, and have also been graced by divine feminine presence. She calls herself Isa. So in a little while, I'm going to start singing, toning, chanting. And what happens for me is that I get more and more relaxed. I let go more and more. I'm in a place of prayer. And if you're with me now, and as we start to go in, if you go in too and we connect, the energy will be stronger for us both, for us all, because we are all in this together. We create this connection together with love, with our hearts, really through our desire to bring love into being, to bring light into manifestation, and really to make enormous changes on this earth. Whether we are coming to that from a spiritual place, from an eco place, eco awareness, whether you're an eco light warrior or a spirit light warrior, whether you're someone who maybe works with government and some of the big organizations that have been really, in a sense, in the spotlight, having to work your way through such a confusing time. Wherever you are, I really open my heart to you and feel your heart open at this time as we work together. Because whenever we come together like this, it's a work, it's a creation, it's a connection with the divine, and all of it lifts all of humanity up, wherever we are all over the world. So I welcome you here to share this moment of time with me and Isa and Chung. So having said that, I'm going to really invite you to come inside with me, inside you, where we are one with the cosmic Christ energy, with the solar presence divine. So feeling whatever way that you meditate or pray or connect, and just coming into your breath as I come into my breath. And as I notice any places of tension, relax my body, let go, let God, let Goddess be with us here and now. And every one of you who comes forward, and as people do come forward, understanding it is a living presence that God, Goddess is inside each and every one of us. So as each one comes forward, the energy lifts, goes deeper. It lifts, but it also goes deeper. Welcome, welcome to all the spirits who come forward, who prepare the temple of light for us all. Welcome to all your relations, all of our relations in the world of light, all our ancestors. Welcome. Welcome to Goddess. Welcome to God. Welcome to all the emanations of divine light pouring into the earth at this time. So there will be some silences as I go out or as the energy divine comes in. You will notice some differences in my mannerisms, and may you enjoy and feel deeply the presence that comes forward for you.
I just thought I'd mention we will do a short amount of Q&A at the end, so do bring your questions forward if you have any questions.
And we thank Jerome as always for being there and holding space. Oname era ataketekish. Inyoma reta ketish. Hoin tekeia, isika aratakes. Honam takate, isa isakwe, tero koenam. Inam take urota, shikanyame, ito esike ratekelekishkatkanam. Anome aireteke, tikoesa, istaisen, take, roete, rotaginam. Innomateke. Isoeteke tertase. Jokois namet kat karet katet katekas. Inome oe koe koete. Imo e koesa. My beloved children, beloved of my heart that embraces all the universe. You who are upon the earth in your bodies, and you who gather around me made of light, my beloved children of the light, all know that I am here amongst you, with you, within you am I. Within all that is my presence, bringing you new light to light your way in places where you are finding it hard to see. Places that seem of darkness, my beloved, are not always places to fear. Know that I am with you, and go forward and let your light shine into dark places, and especially where your brothers and sisters experience fear, pain, hardship, loss, lack, and cruelty. Feel your heart opening, my beloved. I am bringing to the earth my power of creation into each and every one who calls to me inside your heart. I bring this power. And I awaken your memory to remember me, to remember why you came to this earth now. To remember my promise to you. That in your open heart I bring my presence. That you may remember that you are love and you are light. and all else that you may believe you are can fall away from you like leaves fall from the winter tree. And holding up the bare branches in the cold, dark time, I am the presence that creates anew the clothing of your beauty as the leaves upon the trees return. In your springtime. My beloved children, remember that you have been many times and you have made a promise to yourself that in this life upon the earth, you will rise up to be the fullness of all your being of light. And so it is time and through your open heart, my beloved children, feel my love. Feel it pouring through into every cell of your body and causing your feet to walk as you open your heart to embrace all that is. And oh, my beloved children, I am filling your heart with illumination and with a light so bright, shining on the path ahead. I love you. You are my beloved. And I bless you, my children. I see. Yes. Yes, greetings. Yes. Oh, welcome, Jerome.
Peace.
Welcome, welcome to all gathered here. Welcome to you this day in your world. Blessings and peace. May the living spirit that is within all things come forward and bring into your mind, your heart, your body, the light of your higher self to bring you inspiration, positivity, illumination, to bring to your heart courage, joy, compassion, confidence, and loving presence, to bring to your body well-being, good health and stamina, to bring you the strength of your volition to remain present on this earth at this most important time, and bring forward your creativity, bring forward your manifestations as you walk your soul's path, and remember this great task you came to do in the beauty way, with the greatest of ease, and bringing forward deep understanding that is beyond the mind. Blessings and peace. It's so important to welcome all your guides, feel them with you, visualize them around you, all the beings of light who work with you, who have assisted you in all the inner tasks, your family, your relations, your ancestors and ascended ancestors in the spirit world. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to all the beings who walk and work with you. Welcome to the great council of the light, the great brother sisterhood, the oversoul of humanity, of teachers from the ascended realms of all nations, tribes, races, all religions, faiths, and cultures who come forward at this time to bring you the knowledge and understanding from the heart divine, from the solar logos, Christ light of creation. We open minds and hearts to receive the messages that come forward from the worlds of light, that come as light, as energetic transmission, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. We welcome all the angelic and archangelic beings who in great number protect all of the earth and all of the special temples of light, holding the power of the earth at this time, bringing the new creation in. We welcome all the deities in all traditions, all who are special to each one of you, who work and walk with you in this and other lives and bring the special powers, qualities, gifts, blessings of divine feminine and divine masculine presence emanating from the solar source, Christ light, solar logos, heart divine, bringing forward at this time a new understanding, a new pulse of creation, pouring through all who have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, and who can receive and transmit solar logos light, the light of the new creation. We welcome and honor the solar lords and deities who bring this light into the physical realm, feminine and masculine powers of the sun, transmitted deep into the earth. We welcome the being spirits, powers and the deities of the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and ether. And as you feel around you all that is happening in all the dimensions, we give thanks for this creation, this physical world, undergoing so many changes, moving. All the energies are moving and shifting at this time. And we give thanks for this opportunity that all souls have to be incarnate in a body at this time. Souls evolving here in the physical plane, experiencing the process of ascension. Such a blessing to have chosen this life. And we welcome all your allies, relations, power beings and familiars dwelling physically or in the light worlds of nature, in the cosmos around you, bringing you special gifts, powers, blessings, qualities, intelligence, and awareness for your highest good and for the evolution of souls. We welcome the spirits and physical beings of animals, birds, insect devas, serpent beings, water beings, and all the tiny, tiny creatures within the earth, forming part of the great web of life, giving thanks for all the gifts from your allies of special qualities for your highest good. And we welcome the plants and the flowers and the trees, the standing people, giving thanks for all the gifts of Mother Earth, the food and nourishment, healing, medicine, the beauty, radiance, fragrance, color, oxygen, atmosphere, giving thanks for all that is brought forward to support life here upon the earth, the precious life that each one of you holds sacred. We give thanks to the beings less visible, perhaps to some, fairy folk and elven people, pixie, gnome, leprechaun, beings who dwell in the earth's body of light, are very ancient, who know the human soul, who know so much and are in communion with the divine source, and who come to you in the dream time and bring you knowledge, information, who connect with the elemental realms, the plant realms, and the realms of rock, stone, crystal, metal, mineral, and bring you an understanding from all that is stored deep within the earth, the body of the earth. Give thanks to the Akashic record keepers who take that information and bring it into the worlds of light. Ancient beings in deep communion with the divine and with all of manifest life. And give thanks for the knowledge, information brought forward for each one of you from your book of life as you attune and open to receive. Through your DNA, this information is brought to you. Welcome, dragon beings, Phoenix, Firebird, Pegasus, Unicorn, and many other allies, power beings who dwell in the worlds of light and who awaken and come forward to you when you call them, especially into your world to assist you. We give thanks for all of creation. We honor those who come forward from other dimensions, other frequencies of light within the universe. And give thanks for all they bring of knowledge, information, upliftment, understanding, and overview, the extraterrestrial starseed beings dwelling both around the earth and within the earth. We give thanks for all they bring forward to help humanity at this time of great transformation and change. So opening hearts to all the presence around you. We give thanks for the overlighting protection, the love, blessings, peace and grace, for the beauty, the power, the strength, for the wisdom, the wonder, the illumination and inspiration, healing, compassion of the all-in-one divine presence deep within each and every one. Blessings and peace.
Blessings and peace.
And every day, beloved ones, remember to open to this divine presence and to bless your day in your heart. Bless your family. Bless your friends. Bless the whole of the earth and all the beings with whom you form the web of life. Remember, you are one element within the web, and the most important element from many points of view. Being able to connect multidimensionally with the spirit beings, with all who dwell throughout the universe, with divine beings, with creator beings. And at this time upon the earth, you are coming forward, most essential to the evolution of the earth. In fact, the evolution of the earth and your evolution are tied together, are part of one process. And so you have worked with me, many of you, and I have seen the wonderful light that you have raised in your ceremonies. Some who have worked with me are not here yet, but I know that you will see this transmission. And I want to thank you all for the most wonderful energy was raised from humanity to join with all the angelic and ascended realms and all the creator beings who came forward deep into the fourth dimension to join with you in the worlds of light and to set in motion the new creation. And it is so, and so it is. And you will see in these coming times, for it takes time upon the physical plane, it is slower, takes a little longer. Everything in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit knows it's done. It's been initiated. The new time, the new earth, it's coming. But it's rather like a pregnancy when there has been the seed has come to the egg. And so the fertilization takes place. And then the baby, the new form comes into being. And so feel inside yourself and know that within you there grows the new being, a new understanding. And every time you come within, you'll feel that light growing, and perhaps even now you can feel it. The life, the new life coming into being. It is important to understand the need for patience. It's important to realize that the third dimension, the physical dimension, is comparatively slow, and it takes time. If you think of planting a seed in the earth, and it takes a few weeks until you see that green shoot, and it takes more and more weeks until you see the flower or the fruit. It takes months. Sometimes it even takes years. But what matters, of course, is that there's rain, there is water, there is nourishment in the earth, there is sunlight. And there are, in that sense, the conditions favorable for that new evolution, that new form to evolve. So don't disappear. Don't stand back and think, oh, that's done, I'll just go to the movies now. No, this is the movie you need to be watching in a very proactive way, realizing your attention is required, your loving attention, your heart's power. It's ongoing. When the mother has within her that growing life, all of you who are mothers will remember, or perhaps now even are experiencing, it takes over your whole life. The new life that fills you inside changes everything for you. And you know it. You can feel your cells changing. You can feel your hormones. Balance is changing of all your hormones. And so expect, beloved, this feeling of a growing presence. Feel how humanity is going to go through a huge change. It is this consciousness. You can say it is like the womb. It is in this womb of consciousness that the new earth is born. For the mother does not suddenly produce the baby, then run off to play. The mother nurtures the baby for a long time. And so the earth requires you to understand your new birth, you becoming the caretakers of the new earth. This is your new potential. This is what I really want to talk to you about now. First of all, the patience, taking deep breath, remembering the effort that you put in to birth the new light. Remembering the unity of consciousness of all your brothers and sisters all over the world who all understand. They know from within what is happening and know that that is going to grow. Just as when a mother in the small unit of the family is growing the baby, and then gradually everybody, ooh, they say, oh, you're pregnant. Oh, and gradually the community know, and the community grows, and eventually a much greater circle of people are welcoming in the new baby. And so it is here upon the earth that throughout these coming months, the consciousness of humanity grows and grows into the awareness, into the excitement of what is happening and what is being supported from within, happening, it almost seems, without any effort. It's simply happening from within. But you who know, you who do the inner work, don't let up, don't stop, because you are the inner midwives. And during this pregnancy of becoming, of the new consciousness becoming into humanity, of the new forms and ways of being coming into being in the physical realm, as always, life goes on. As always, there are a myriad distracting and different activities that take your eye, that take your attention. But just don't lose sight of this inner event growing and growing. And you will notice brothers and sisters coming to you saying, so what's really going on? What do you think's going on? And the mystery will still be there for a while. And so it is very important that you stay on track, on your illuminated track of self-realization, of lifting up the light and holding the energy of creation as change takes place. But it will take a while for the old to drop right away, like an old husk. It will take a while, for there are those who want to keep the old reality the way it is. But within you, that light is lit, beloved ones. And you will undergo so many changes. So many aspects of your life will need to change for you to be able to manifest the new vision. So take a deep breath, beloved, and for now, in these times right now, remember above all to relax, to know that inside you is growing a new being. You are changing. The earth is changing. The reality upon the earth is changing. And although there may still be many negative and seemingly destructive even events, this inner reality is going to grow and grow and grow and start to present itself in the physical realm. And perhaps you are one who will lead many, or perhaps you are one who will quietly do your work in a, perhaps you could say, small way, and yet part of a great whole. Nothing is ever small or too small or great or too great, because this takes the unified energy of all who are called to be the midwives of this new creation being born. So we just do a small visualization together, feeling yourself very relaxed, knowing you did a big push, you did a big, massive manifestation, and it has been successful, and all is well. Sometimes the pregnant mother and the midwife must rest, must feel the faith in the divinity of the universe, of the intelligent universe, must allow other beings to be part of the great event. All the family of humanity, all the family of spirit beings, for a moment just contemplate how you are bringing forward your new potential. Have faith in what is growing within you. And just relaxing your mind. See where you alight in your attention. Feeling yourself to be part of the great earth being. As you relax, the great Mother Earth has received the impetus of love and light that all humanity who are part of the creation work have sent to her. And you are seen and loved by the intelligent earth. Feel your love for the earth. Wherever you are, if at this moment you can be on the earth, wonderful. But wherever you are on the earth. Whether you're in a building, or out under the sky. Breathing deep. Just keep remembering it is the love that matters. It is your kindness, your compassion. It is your intention and your thought forms of empowering the earth, of empowering your brothers and sisters to live in harmony and in peace upon the earth. That is what matters at this time. Sometimes that just means being very still, opening your heart, and literally feeling the love. And just feel yourself saying inside, I am the love. I am ascending together with the great Mother Earth. I am one with the earth in the creation of a new earth. That here, right here, where I am, I open my heart. I expand my light body. I breathe deep. I send my energy into the earth. To nourish the new creation with my love. And I see that as I join together with this great earth being, new energies are forming in me that are in harmony with the new creation. Feel yourself opening your crown center to receive the light divine. Flooding into your being, the smiling light from the heart of Goddess God. I give thanks for this life and choose to co-create this new earth. I open myself to the light pouring forth from the source to illuminate all of my potential, that I may bring forward my gifts and offer them in the beauty way, the greatest of ease. And I call forward abundance, peace, truth, love, and harmony. And I walk forward with deep understanding that is beyond the mind. Blessings in peace, and gently just come back in and feel if there are any questions that you would like to ask today as we are here together.
Well, the comments aren't loading on my phone, so I might have to go and get the computer a second. Sorry about that. I assumed it would work fine, but
Technology.
Technology, eh?
Chung learns all about technology from Jerome. Well, not all. I just know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds fairly complicated.
I just grab the
So
laptop.
as Jerome sets up the computer, just feel inside yourself how you are this day. realizing that maybe you are on your own at the present time. That is a physical reality for many people in your world. But that what you are doing together here is a wonderful co-creation, a great achievement. Indeed, it is all the more powerful if you can bring your attention in your solitude into focus of that great at-one-ment that is the divine presence. This is one of the reasons why the light is so powerful on the inside, because so many brothers and sisters upon the earth are doing very powerful meditations and alignments with the source that is bringing a lot of power of the light into the third dimension. So please do feel really appreciated, because this is what I'm trying to really convey to you, is this work really matters. It's supremely important at this time. And all of you who can do a spiritual practice in your day, you have brought a lot of assistance both to each other and of course to yourself and to the earth.
Okay.
Peace. So Jerome seems to have his computer there now.
We don't really have many questions, so
all right.
Hopefully people will write a few
Everybody
more.
is enlightened, you see. Nobody needs to ask any questions.
JTP says blessings and love to you, Sally, and the Chung Fu family. Welcome. Divinely Guided says thank you. Chris Akatsa says found you. Rocky NH says blessings to all. Thank you, Sally and Jerome. Dervril Conan says blessings and peace. Lovely to see you. Robert Grant says love to you from Rachel and Robert. Naomi Patterson, love to you all. Deborah, I needed to hear this. Thank you so much. Leela. Ooh, hi everyone. What a fab surprise. Sacred love healing. Thanks for the link. And Cara says, hello. Thank you, Jerome, for the message on Facebook just now. Cara says, sending each of you so much love and light from here in San Francisco. Love to you, Sally, Sophie, and Jerome. Leela says, thank you. Will you be doing any ceremony on New Year's Eve? If not, would you recommend doing our own to let go of the old and bring in the new? Would any other Chung Fu students like to?
Yes, I'm happy to do that if Jerome is happy to do that.
It might be like a daytime one, potentially, because we might be doing some form of celebration. But yeah, that sounds wonderful. Leela says, how are we doing here in the West, in the UK, to bring in the light? I hope the masses start to see the light soon.
That's right. Well, beloved, they are starting. You say the masses, you know, it's an interesting term, isn't it? There are more and more people, and eventually that becomes the masses. I don't think it becomes the masses this year, beloved, but more and more, and a very good proportion of people, enough to bring everything forward. That's the thing, you know, it doesn't take the masses to change the world. It takes enough enlightened people of power, and that's you. Peace.
Peace. Rocky NH. Chung Fu is the concept of a tipping point or critical mass of light, an accurate concept, like in your analogy, birth moment.
Well, yes. And the thing is, beloved, although I used the analogy of the pregnancy, which is 9 months, it's longer. The whole appearance, when you look back, you'll see it easier. It's a very gradual, you know, how everything. That's why I'm saying you're going to require patience, stamina. You got to hold steady. It is one thing. You know how easy it is to say, let's have a baby. That's the first thing. That's right. And then remember, it takes a lot of process, even that human process. So this is a massive planetary ascension process, birthing process. And so what has happened is a critical moment, which has been the unification of human consciousness in a sufficient magnification to actually literally make sure that the human beings are on board. It doesn't mean that the ascension wouldn't have happened, but it means that the human beings can also now ascend with the earth, in that sense, come into that new reality. That's what's happened. That is the consciousness alignment between humanity and the core of the earth. Enough people passionate about the earth, loving the earth, deeply attuned to the earth. And that was hard won. That was very strong work, which has been going on for the last 50 years to come to that point. There have been various steps up to this point, but this was very important. And so from that point of view, if you come to a tipping point, well, in terms of this light manifesting the new earth, that is now a longer trajectory, which is why I'm saying to you all, you got to find this new potential, which is really a holding power. It's where nothing deflects your attention. You're just straight ahead. No one can tell you it's not happening. You're 100% convinced, and you're holding that energy. Peace.
Embodied Soul Awakening, David Stone says, much love to Chung Fu, Sally, Jerome, and family. How long do you perceive it will be before these restrictions will be seen for what they are and people will be sufficiently woken up?
We are looking at the probably quite a long time in terms of how it feels for those who've already woken up. Too many months, but months rather than years. So we believe that enough humanity will awaken by the autumn of this coming year to make a significant difference to how the laws are. There are still going to be pushbacks, and it could go on for a number of years to some extent. But what will happen is there will be a significant proportion of humanity just saying no. They're just going to say no. And then that will have to be dealt with. And so there's going to be a kind of chaos arising out of that. But what we believe is that enough people are strong, have really created strength and knowledge. They are knowledgeable. They are understanding what their powers actually are. But the enactment of that knowledge, those powers, that's the next phase, really. That's so yes, I believe that by the autumn you will see some serious sort of wait a minute, this isn't, it's from the point of view of the negative forces, oh, it's not going according to plan. From the point of view of the positive forces, right now, and this feeling of now we're engaging like a car when the gears are in, and then it drives forward, and it's still a big confrontation, but that's the timing that we see. Peace.
Peace. Peacock Glow says, hello from Mexico, love and blessings to all, many thanks to you, Chung Fu and family. Carissa says, Jerome, could you ask Chung Fu how many people participated in the solstice meditation? Has the critical mass been exceeded? Will this support the speeding up of the process of disclosure of truth?
So it's a similar question to the last one. There were about, a 250,000 people, about 250,000 people that I could count. There may be others, but I'm just saying what I can tell you for sure. There may have been more. This was enough for this ceremony, these are not just any people. These are serious light workers. We're talking about people, really knowing how to align, knowing how to transmit and bring that light in. So that has been very strong. In terms of general awareness, there were more like about 2 million people who are just kind of aware, not doing the work, but just aware that something is big is happening. And that is very, what's happening at the moment is every day it is incrementing by huge numbers. So that awareness is what I'm watching for the next phase now. But that was sufficient for this illumination piece.
Peace. Peacock Glow says, I feel I'm at the threshold of a new experience. My question for Chung Fu is, what would be the best way to navigate through that?
So this is really the subject of my talk today, to become aware, to realize this new, that exact feeling that you are bringing forward there. I feel I'm at the edge of a new me, it's really about listening. It's about allowing. You can't, you see, it's coming from God, Goddess, it's coming from the divine, and you are connected. So it's realizing, all right, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to try and do something that's from my will. I'm going to let the divine will come in. I'm going to let this light illuminate my path. I'm going to feel the love. I'm going to let myself be pulled forward by my heartstrings, if you like. So really listen to your heart. Feel what is filling you with a sense of, I want to say passion, but it doesn't have to be fiery passion, but the passion and the desire to help. Now that could be to help others, could be to help yourself, to grow in ways that you've always wanted to grow, to do things that are waiting for you to do them, or just to simply emanate this love out into the world. So it's about stamina. It's about getting really strong inside so that you're not sort of up one day, down the next. You're just this beam of light, and you are adopting this energy, and it changes everything in your life. So you will find it is quite natural. You will simply be guided. When you think about the world, you will feel inspired. Let that inspiration lead you. Peace.
Wonderful. Thank you for your questions. This will be the last question tonight. Dream capture. Isn't it that the lockdowns are actually training people to get used to isolation and digital shopping and digital cash and everything virtual?
There are so many different aspects for what is going on. Yes, that is certainly part of a negative agenda that you're noticing there. I think what you perhaps need to open to a little bit more here with that question is, yes, you can take it that way, and you can feel very angry about that and feel very disempowered about that. Or you can start to notice how, if you like, it's pushing you back on yourself, and notice the places where you feel constricted. Work on the inside, open up your consciousness to divine presence. And as you do that, what happens is that other options open up to you that you can't see right now, because perhaps you are feeling really at effect from these indeed unnecessary measures. And probably many of you, they are entirely unnecessary measures. They're not to do with illness. They are to do with that imposition of control. And with all your heart, if you are connected and in alignment with the divine, that's not going to work, because every single human being is born with this potential, the potential of total alignment with the divine being. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's God, Goddess. That's the creator of all that is. That is your potential. And so, of course, no other being can actually lock you down. It's a complete illusion. If you're in your home and you are, if you're like aligning with the divine, you don't feel locked down at all. You feel utterly liberated. So that is really what I'm saying here. And you can believe that it's all going to go that way, or you can believe it's all going to go that way. And again, I invite you to believe the very best for you. So if you don't want digital currency and you don't want any of these draconian measures, then really do spend your meditations visualizing the opposite. Visualize your friends all free, your children playing in the park. Visualize the new earth coming into being where all beings are free. You see, this is your moment. This is the time when you come forward and you say, I'm not giving any energy to this negative agenda. I'm just not going to give it any energy. I'm going to put all my energy into creating a new reality. And so, of course, I'm happy to talk to you more about that. But that is the overview of what's happening. Exactly. That if you believe it, well, it will get more and more so. But if you understand it's a massive attempt to hijack your mind, hijack your heart, and absolutely impose terrible and impossible restrictions upon your body. If you understand that, you know that it can't last. Why? Because it's not made from love, and it's not of the divine. And only the divine beings have control, real control over this planet. And as soon as you understand that, well, you just come out of that place. Yes, maybe that is an intention. You know, there may be someone down the road who's got a terrible intention. Is it anything to do with you? No, it's not. So you don't pay it any attention. This has been brought to impose itself right on you to such an extent that you're either going to wake up and say no, actually no, you see, or you're going to create your own freedom in wonderful, beautiful, clever, divinely aligned ways, because no one in truth can ever entrap your spirit. Never. You belong to God, Goddess. And so whatever these attempts are, they can only be temporary by definition. But yes, it can get as bad as humanity wants to believe. That is certainly true. So I invite you to create the opposite, beloved. Peace.
And we can do that together.
That is what we are doing together.
That's it. So if you want to enjoy more Chung Fu things and enjoy each other, we do actually have a Students of Chung Fu group on Facebook. So you can all obviously, you know, there's annoying things about Facebook, but you know, Facebook we can definitely use it to spread the light, and that's what Chung Fu encourages. So we're using these platforms as best we can to spread as much light and love as possible. So yeah, just head over to Facebook. It's called Students of Chung Fu, and just answer the little questions there. Obviously, like all the other Facebook groups, we do just ask that nobody tries to sell things inside the group, because that gets a bit tedious for people. But aside from that, sharing anything to do with meditation and, you know, breath work, different types of spiritual work is great, and helping each other, chatting to each other, you know, introducing yourselves to each other,
inspiring each other.
That's it.
Supporting each other.
Yeah.
That is really what you all need to do right now.
Yeah. There's just one more question and then we're going to wrap it up. I just promised I would ask this for somebody that doesn't have a YouTube account, so they can't comment on the live here. Jen Wilson asks, can I ask when it might be safe to travel again? As, like with many people, I really want to see my loved ones and to have my things all in one place. Thank you.
Peace, beloved. Well, as you know, I'm sure you're following your news and all the daily vicissitudes brought forward by the government of this country. They're being very dramatic at the moment, and they've managed to create complications, as is always the intention. So I say that always is the intention in the present phase, which I do not think will last forever, but it's going to last a while until there is a complete cessation of all of this. Well, as I've said, it's going to go on into the next year. In terms of travel, you need to observe and look into and study how you may basically avoid certain medical interferences with your person. That is the main thing. I know that you would not wish for that. That is your main obstruction. But what we can see, and that is going to take a little bit of time, but I don't know that it's going to take that long, is that there are airlines that are preparing to create possibilities without those medical interferences so that you can travel freely. And we believe they will come into being within the next 3 months. We believe that that will be visible maybe for 3 or 4 months. And because there's going to be such a need for that, so many people are going to refuse to be interfered with, and there's going to be a great uprising about this, and so there should be. And so yes, that is our opinion. Having said that, of course many things can happen in between now and then. Yes, it's frustrating for you, beloved, indeed, but we strongly advise, as I'm sure you know, all of you, that you do not allow yourself, as yet, none of the medical preparations which are being brought forward, without using the word that will trigger all these, you know, censorship, that basically you have to absolutely refuse. So far, there is nothing safe that has come out in your world that well, there are safe options for all kinds of treatments, but this particular method of you know,
You know what?
injecting substances into your body is
Yeah.
worse than horrendous. So
Yeah.
don't go anywhere near it, beloved ones. Peace.
Peace. Well, thank you for coming and being with us. We've had a good 33 to 39 faithful beloveds with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming forward, dear
We
ones,
love
and
to hang
great
out with you.
blessings to you.
Yeah.
And I will take the suggestion about a New Year live ceremony of giving away the old. I will take that in, and we will see what we can bring forward for you. Blessings and peace to you all.
Yeah, actually, on that note, perhaps to be helpful for the Americans, we could do it sort of around 3 o'clock UK time, which makes it possible for people to come on board during a kind of a late lunch type of thing. And for people in America, it'll be their morning time. So yeah, but thank you so much. Great love to everybody. Peace.
Blessings and peace.